Hello, this is Mr. Combs again. I have a quick video on dividing with radical expressions. Now, in order to divide with radical expressions, we need to understand this rule. Basically, if I have a fraction underneath the radical, I can break that radical expression up and just take the root of the numerator and just take the root of the denominator. This also goes the other way. If I have an expression with both the denominator and numerator underneath a radical with the same index, I can rewrite that to one radical with the fraction a over b inside of that. Okay, so you can go both ways with this. So when you divide, or when you have problems that ask you to divide radicals, basically it's going to be either easier to divide the radicands first or to take the roots first. You just do whatever's easier, and this rule allows us to do that. So let's take an example. Let's look at the square root of 15 over the square root of 5. Alright, so I'm not sure what the square root of 15 is, and I'm not sure what the square root of 5 is. So it's easier for me in this case to divide those numbers since 15 is divisible by 5. So I'm going to rewrite this as the square root of 15 over 5. Then I'm going to do this division. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. So that's going to give me the square root of 3. And I actually can't simplify that any further. So this is my answer. Okay? Let's take a look at a few more. Okay, what about this one? What if I have the square root of 48 over the square root of 3? Now, we said before that we couldn't simplify the square root of 3, so I'm not sure what the square root of 3 is. The square root of 48, I don't know, but can I divide 48 by 3? Yeah, I can. So let's go ahead and rewrite this one to the square root of 48 over 3. And we can actually divide 48 by 3, and we can get 16. And we know that the square root of 16 is 4. All right, let's take a look at another one. Let's say I have the square root of 25 over the square root of 9. Well, I could divide the square root of, I could divide 25 by 9, but that's not going to give me an even number. And furthermore, I know what the square root of 25 is, and I know what the square root of 9 is. So the square root of 25 is just 5, and the square root of 9 is 3. So this simplifies just by taking the square root first instead of dividing first. So that's just 5 over 3. Let's look at one last problem. I know this is a quick video, but let's look at one last problem. What if I have 20 times the cube root of 12 and 5 times the cube root of 6? All right, here I can divide 20 by 5, and I can divide 12 by 6, so I'm going to rewrite this as 20 divided by 5, and then I'm going to write this 12 and 6 under one radical. So really what I have is 20 divided by 5, that's just 4. And then I have the cube root of 12 divided by 6, that's 2. Since we can't simplify the cube root of 2, we're finished. And I hope that helps.